Hard work is easy to see. It leaves evidence. Long hours, visible effort, physical or mental fatigue. Leverage leaves none. This is why most people misunderstand success. They evaluate outcomes by what is observable. They reward effort because effort is legible. They assume intensity causes results. But the systems that produce outsized outcomes are not built around effort. They are built around position, amplification, and asymmetry. Hard work feels causal because it is visible. Leverage feels irrelevant because it is hidden. This inversion explains most frustration around money and status. Effort operates linearly. You apply energy, you receive output. More effort produces more output. Leverage operates non-linearly. It allows one unit of input to produce disproportionate results. It does this by embedding effort inside systems that scale independently of the individual. Effort is something you do. Leverage is something you are connected to. This difference is structural, not moral. Systems reward leverage because leverage reduces marginal cost. Effort increases marginal cost. The economy does not reward strain. It rewards amplification. Hard work is consumed where it is produced. A worker applies effort. The effort produces output. The output is absorbed immediately by the system. Once consumed, the effort disappears. This is why overtime does not compound. Burnout resets progress. Absence halts income. Effort has no memory. It must be reapplied constantly to maintain position. It does not accumulate. It does not defend itself. Systems treat effort as a renewable input, not as a claim. Leverage changes who captures value. Instead of producing output directly, leverage controls distribution, coordination, timing, aggregation. Once embedded, leverage continues producing returns even when effort stops. This is why ownership outperforms labor. Platforms outperform participants. Intermediaries outperform experts. Leverage allows individuals to benefit from effort they did not personally expend. This is not exploitation in the moral sense. It is efficiency in the systemic sense. Systems reward whoever reduces friction, not whoever expends energy. Systems encourage hard work because hard work is predictable. Effort can be scheduled. Effort can be monitored. Effort can be replaced. Leverage cannot. Those with leverage introduce asymmetry. They destabilize hierarchies. They reduce dependence. So systems praise hard work, romanticize effort, moralize exhaustion. This keeps participation high at the bottom while leverage concentrates at the top. Hard work is not discouraged because it is useless. It is encouraged because it is containable. Status tracks leverage more accurately than effort. Those who work hardest are often rewarded with responsibility. Those with leverage are rewarded with deference. This is why visible effort increases workload before it increases wealth, and why invisible leverage increases wealth before it attracts attention. Hard work signals compliance. Leverage signals control. Systems respond accordingly. If leverage were obvious, it would be contested. If everyone could see how outcomes were amplified, participation would change. People would seek position instead of effort, control instead of optimization. So leverage is obscured, not by conspiracy, by design. Leverage hides behind complexity. Complexity discourages inquiry. Opacity discourages resistance. Systems layer decision-making behind legal frameworks, technical processes, institutional norms. This creates distance between cause and effect. When outcomes are unclear, effort feels like the safest response. Leverage remains intact because it is difficult to isolate. People attribute success to visible effort because effort is familiar. They attribute failure to insufficient effort because systems are abstract. This attribution bias protects leverage holders. When success is explained as hard work, position goes unexamined. Access is ignored. Amplification remains hidden. Leverage survives because it is not named. Once named, it becomes contestable. So systems keep it implicit. Effort is evaluated after output. Leverage operates before evaluation occurs. Those with leverage influence what counts as success, which metrics matter when outcomes are measured. This allows leverage to redefine performance retroactively. Hard work is judged. Leverage defines the criteria of judgment. This is why. Failures are reframed as investments. Delays are reframed as strategy. Absence is reframed as delegation. Effort cannot do this. Leverage can. The most effective form of power does not appear powerful. It appears necessary. Leverage hides by presenting itself as standard procedure, technical necessity, institutional reality. Once normalized, it disappears from moral consideration. People do not question roads. They do not question platforms. They do not question systems they depend on. Leverage persists because it feels like background. Hard work keeps systems running. Leverage decides who benefits from that motion. Money flows toward leverage because leverage reduces uncertainty. Status flows toward leverage because leverage stabilizes outcomes. Effort earns approval. Leverage earns insulation. This is why frustration accumulates among the diligent, and immunity accumulates among the positioned. Hard work is obvious, leverage is invisible, and the system is built to keep it that way.